Free Mr. Clark. Free Mr. Clark. Free Mr. Clark. They used to call me Crazy Joe. Now they call me Batman. I ain't got to do nothing but stay black and die. Yeah, that's just a few quotes from the film Lean on Me based off the exploits of this man, Joe Clark, who recently passed away, and being such a giant figure in New Jersey and having such an impact on New Jersey schools, it would be remiss to not mention the man and send condolences out to his family and the like. And, respect. Seriously. Morgan Freeman was amazing in that film. Check it out. Lean on Me. It's a good film. It's Jersey based. I enjoyed it. Anyways, that actually leads rather neatly into the main meat. Into the main meat of this video. A gentleman by the name of Booger had some very choice words for Dwayne Haskins. Now, TLDR, you on it right quick. Dwayne Haskins was a player drafted by the Washington Redskins. I'm not calling them a football team. And and he was playing terribly, so they cut him. That's kind of the way, jobs work. If you suck at the job, expect to get fired. This is not a hard thing to figure out, but because of the color of his skin, there is a certain there's a certain set of people out there that are bitching and complaining because the Redskins cut him, like, oh, it's more racism and everything else like that. Well, Mr. Booger here had some thoughts on it, and I want to see what the brother got to say.
Unfortunately, I've seen this too many times. Played in the NFL almost a decade. You played a long time. We've been around it for a long time. And oftentimes young players, especially, and I'm going to go here, especially young African-American players, because they make...
Okay, Booger, do me a favor and just stop saying African-American. Just say black, because whenever anybody says African-American, it makes it sound like, oh, it's just descendants, when in reality, a lot of these young men don't know who the hell their daddy is and where they came from. And they are the byproducts of these generations of, young men who've been, raised under these matriarchal cultures in urban America and, just America and the West in general. So, yeah, he's a black kid. It is what it is. But let's not mix everybody up with the whole descendants thing when most of them don't even really know where they come from.
Up 70% of this league. They come into this league and they ask themselves the wrong thing. They come into the league saying not, how can I be a better player? They don't say, how can I be a better teammate? They don't say, how can I be a better person? How can I get my organization over the hump? Here's what they come in saying. They come in saying, how can I build my brand better?
We all saw he got game, right? We all know, and it's not just the black players. There's tons of white players. Like at high school level, these guys are getting attention and accolades, and man, you're gonna make it to the league, and they make it to the league, and some when they get that first bag, they felt, hey, bag secure. Now let me go and be this ballerific social media juggernaut that the world has created, like, an influencer, so to say, that this culture has really cultivated and propped the hell up. I mean, if you look at YouTube, I've seen quite a few people upset talking about how they're propping up the girls from TikTok and everything else like that. Well, yeah, because they know that teenage girls it's a powerful that comes to marketing and who they can influence the most and spend and get the most money and everything else like that. When it comes to young black men, they see the LeBrons, they see the Stephen Currys, they see building a brand around themselves, and the sport, what got them there is completely secondary. They secure that first bag, and after that, let's go ball.
How can I build my social media following better? How can I work out on Instagram and show everybody that I'm ready to go, but when I get to the game, I don't perform? Dwayne Haskins, unfortunately, is not the first case that I've seen like this. Yes. And it won't be the last. And it bothers me because a lot of it is the young African-American player.
A lot, but not all, because there's plenty of burnouts on all sides. There's plenty of of spectacles. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I put it? Like a circus within a circus, so to say. Because like, consider the NBA a circus, then you or the sports league a circus. Then you got certain players that, you know what I'm saying, like get pumped up, get pushed hard by the media, get all these highlights, and yeah, those numbers are innumerous without question. But a lot of it is the culture collapsing in and of itself. You know, like you build your star up but so much, and then it's out. And he decided, hey, he'd rather it be out, or just wasn't as good as or advertised. I mean, it happens literally all the time. And as far as the arrogance, because from what I've been able to understand, Dwayne Haskins himself was like, yeah, I'm balling, like, you know, saying it's all good. It is what it is, bro. That comes from generations of skipped masculinity, skipped accountability, skipped, recognizing the moment and self-awareness. Yeah, it's a byproduct of that. So I get his frustration, but it's important that through that frustration, we understand exactly where it comes from. And this has been in play in the United States for the past, 60 years.
Come in, and they don't take this as a business. It is still a game to them.
Look at it as football.
This ain't football, right, man. This is a billion-dollar business.
Yes.
It's billions of dollars. They pay us a lot of money to talk about the game. So imagine.
Okay, so here's the thing, Booger. He realizes that it's a business, and he's trying to get his cut via building their brands on social media. You know, like, that's the thing. They trying to strike while the iron's hot, so to say, because shoot, they're in a position that not a lot of people from the same background that we're chopping up here, that's a position that not a lot get to be in. So they're trying to capitalize as quickly as possible, you know?
What they play these guys to play the game.
Yes. Yeah.
They play a child's game and get paid a king's ransom. And it bothers me because I saw a quarterback do it. I saw Jamarcus Russell do it. The number one pick in the draft, they gave him $40 million and he threw it down the damn drain because he didn't take.
No, he didn't. He threw it in the bank and then threw it, you know what I'm saying, probably like, poor investments and stuff like that. I mean, the ESPN 30 for 30 broke is pretty interesting. But yes, Jamarcus Russell, you could see, Jamarcus Russell, as much as everybody likes to have love for Al Davis and tons of love for Al Davis, but that was a senile old man making his last, like just throwing his last, what's the name out there? Throwing one in his last, yeah, I just want that big, strong. I hate to say it like this. Oh, what's going on, Bitchute anyway? No. I'm gonna toss this one on YouTube. Well, I want a big, strong, like get me just that, like the biggest, strongest you can find. Like that was Al Davis's whole thing. And he saw Jamarcus Russell at LSU and was like, get me that big, strong nigga. Like, he ain't care. And because he was on his deathbed and nobody really wanted to say no, they were like, all right, cool, bet. But yeah, you could kind of, at LSU, and particularly in his workouts, you could see that Jamarcus Russell didn't have that click, that spark to really just drive home, because with that $40 million that he ended up snatching, like, yo, my man he was happy if, and this is just reports, he was, enjoying the codeine, the lean a little bit too hard, and, eating like the big boy that he was, because shoot, and boom, that's what happened to Jamarcus Russell. All right. Once again, he secured his bag, and yeah, he tried a comeback or two, but let's be real, it was never going to pop off like that.
Seriously. And it bothers me because there are a lot of jobs like this around. I'm going to tell you, I've been retired a while. It's not a lot of jobs like that around where they will pay you millions of dollars for virtually 6 months of performance. So my message to Dwayne Haskins, not just him, but the rest of the young players in the NFL, man, this is a game, but take it as a business. There are billions, with a B, of dollars at stake. And until you start approaching this game that way, until you start coming to work saying, you know what can I do to get better today? What can I do to make sure my teammates are better today? How can I put my organization first instead of my damn Instagram? Take it as a
So here's, okay, Booger. So here's the thing. I keep doing that because his name's Booger. Like, I like your name, my guy, and I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, what's the average lifespan of a player? It's like 3 or 4 years. I think that's like the average time, particularly in the NFL, that you got. So once again, trying to strike while the iron's hot. I get your argument, but there's a rather sound counter argument to it. Maybe Dwayne Haskins knew I ain't got but so long. I'm not really performing like that. Let me get my brand up. So hey, maybe I'll get a few endorsements, able to pay a couple extra bills on top of that, and get while the getting's good. Because you're 100% correct. It's not you're right. You are so right. But at the same time, like, get it while the getting's good, bro. You're right. It's a business. Like, you're kind of arguing. It's so weird. It's a circular logic because it is a business. And yeah, that selfishness is baked in to a degree. But, is your teammate really thinking about you like that? You're like, oh, well, you got to think about the team. Think about the team, right? How many times have we seen stories of dudes thinking about the team? And, Isaiah Thomas comes to mind when he had that hip situation. So, my guy, come on.
His business, but too many times it's a game. We want to TikTok. We want to do all these different things. Man, do you understand how much
TikTok has literally just been around for like 5 seconds, okay? Like, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's rather new compared to, like, Snapchat is older than TikTok as far as, like, hitting the mainstream like that. And as you can see, like, and the more new stuff they throw out, the more I really feel like, Tenet or CCP, somebody got they eyes on that. So either ways, guys, with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you liked it, toss it a like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub. If you enjoy my fantastic voice and want to get videos like this every single day, share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute doesn't like, and I'm the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. Get something from Teespring. Check me out on Patreon as well. Links in the description. And speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? I get where he's coming from, but it's also a little... like they don't have but so much time to get paid. So what do you want from them? Like, it's like either or. Like, come on, guy, take it easy. But you may feel differently. And with that being said, let me know what you think in the comments. Until the next one.